Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Black Widow and her motorcycle figure 2-pack type thing. I don't know how these are classified, but this is kind of a thing I was excited about, mostly Ghost Rider, but this too because we don't often get vehicles and things like that for figures like these. So it's interesting to see this. It's more interesting in like a general big picture type sense than it is for Marvel Legends collectors specifically, but this is still a cool thing. So I was pretty psyched, and Ghost Rider, I'll tell you right now, I'll review him soon. Maybe you've already seen it. I don't know how I'm going to upload it, but he's way better than this one. Way better. This one's okay though, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands just about 16 centimeters, which makes it just about 6¼ inches. And it's a pretty mediocre basic figure. There's not a lot to talk about, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it, then we'll bring the bike out and talk about that. As far as accessories go, we just have two interchangeable heads, one with short hair, one with long hair, slightly different faces. Neither are particularly impressive, they're okay. I think the short hair one looks way better than the long haired one. The figure itself is just solid, kind of matte black. They painted the belt stuff on there, which I'm pretty sure is accurate for this look, so that's okay. The paint job's clean enough. The gauntlets are separate pieces, so there's no paint issue there. The only place we have paint otherwise is the zipper on her jacket, which is done pretty well. You'll notice that the chest is a separate piece of skin-colored plastic that's wedged in there. Only mine, it's not wedged in there, so her cleavage is cleavage to her soul. You can see right into her body. Probably not on camera because it's too dark in there, but I can stick my whole fingernail along that. There's a giant gap. And then there's also a line down her chest, so she's got like a zipper for her skin suit, so there's that. And then also I've got red spots of paint on her face. I know she's a redhead, but those don't look like freckles, so yeah, it's just really poor quality, honestly, and it's not particularly impressive. I guess it's okay if you really want this particular version of her, that's fine. And you get the bike, but you're paying for it, so it's not like a bonus. You're paying 20 bucks for that bike and 20 bucks for the figure. So I think we shouldn't have a lower level of quality on these just because they come with a bike. We're paying kind of a lot for it. So anyway, as far as articulation goes, we have super lollipop syndrome. The head doesn't sit too high again, so at least they fixed it to that extent. On most of these figures, even though they have it, the head sits okay, so that's all right, but it is very much on the top of a big peg, which it shouldn't be. So you get really good range out of it though, so that's fine, no problems there. Shoulders work really well, no issues there, full rotation. Bicep swivel comes down here, which is relatively standard again. These guys rotate, but you don't really need them to. The wrists rotate and have a hinge. And she has trigger finger hands, but no guns. So they're only good for holding the bike. She has no accessories. Diaphragm joint works pretty well. Surprisingly good on that. Hips go pretty far out to the side, so that's good. They don't go too far forward, but almost all the way, so that's okay. They don't go back at all. We do have a thigh swivel. We have double jointed knees. And then we have an ankle hinge that goes all the way back, all the way forward, and we have an ankle rocker, so it's pretty good. However, I figured out why they only have showed her standing next to the bike in all of the shots. You can't really sit her on the bike. I'll do my best, and you'll see photos at the end, but you don't need to watch me try to make her work. But she really doesn't fit on the bike at all. Not very well at all, so that's definitely a problem. As far as the bike goes, it's done pretty well, but is it worth 20 bucks? I don't know. It's about 7½ inches long, which makes it about 20 centimeters. The tires are rubber, so that's good. The handlebars obviously move with the wheel, so that's pretty good. Of course, the wheels spin. And, I mean, they definitely put a little bit of effort into it. There is some rear suspension. Zero front suspension, though. It would have been nice to, like, they could have easily thrown a couple of springs on there, or even just one spring. Hide it up there behind the front piece there. But, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. The kickstand doesn't work, by the way. So it has one, but when you put it all the way down, it makes the bike tip over. So you probably want to just put it like halfway and kind of lean it that way. But I don't know. It's okay. It's not impressive, but it's definitely okay. I don't feel cheated. I just don't feel like I got a really good deal out of it. You can see there's some detail on there right next to that big screw. So I don't know. It's okay. They're fine. I'm glad that they did rubber tires. I thought for sure they were not going to do that, but they did. There's the Widow logo right there. Not one on this side. So, yeah, it's just like they didn't do any dry brushing or anything. There's just enough in there to make it not feel like you're getting ripped off. So Black Widow is definitely not a must-have. It's an okay buy. It's nothing great. It's nothing special. It's just okay. So that's where we're going to leave it. Make sure you stick around for the photos at the end so you can see her fitting on the bike. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.